Welcome back to Trails in the Sky the Third. Last time we defeated a copy of Grant, the generic guy, and this time we're going to be heading further into Dungeon 2 of the 6th plane, the Looking Glass. And already 2 doors are blocked off to us, but this one is the stairs, so you'll know that we'll be getting the green card key next. And the blue one is the one we'll be really needing to backtrack for. So I'm actually going to be using this party for a tiny bit, but after that, I'm going to be switching things up a little, I think. Because there's a certain combination of characters that I've really felt like using. I just want Zin to get to, he's actually kind of far off. I want him to get to level 122 at least, because that'll be when he learns his second S-craft. Zerum Capsule, great item. Thank you, but your treasure is in another chest. So, I don't think I've actually explained what Zerum Capsules do. They are a full revive with 200 CP, which is amazing, and you really want to save those for the tougher boss fights, like 2 later ones in this chapter. Yeah, highly recommend that you save that one for those. You'll see why once we get to them. Okay, so this room is actually kind of important to something, and if you were watching the last part, I've kind of already spoiled why. But first, let's just kill this thing.
They messed with the wrong guy.
And this thing. Uh-oh. Yeah, redirection of arts is a problem in, of course, my seal art just redirected and caused seal on myself, but yeah, that's a problem when you're dealing with enemies that reflect arts, which is, yeah, why Shera's not really doing all that well here, because Kevin his arts one-shot basically everything, so by the time Shera gets to use her arts, everything that is immune to arts. Aha, I see you there. I'm not going to fall for the same trick last time. But yeah, everything that is, yeah, basically, right. I want to make sure that I do not have Kevin use his arts yet on that thing, because otherwise he will one-shot, and then Shera will redirect into the thing that reflects, and, yeah, and hit herself in the face with her own arts. And that's not a good time for anybody. But at least, unlike in SMT, it doesn't mean that you also lose all of your turns. These things can call for backup. Okay, I just instantly pictured Emma or Elliot saying analyzing enemy unit when that happens. Because yes, I've been playing Cold Stillfall right now. This is going to become dated very quickly, but I'm currently at the start-ish, a little bit into Act 3. And that's where things definitely start to get a little bit more interesting. Okay, Zin is getting pretty close to level 122. It's just kind of interesting when you're talking about it, getting to levels above 100 just casually like this in a game like this, but yeah. I know there's one game that, like, oh, okay, there are this Gaia games that have some really crazy, level caps in them, but I feel like there's at least one game where, like, in New Game Plus runs, you can get all the way up to, like, level 900 or something ridiculous, but it doesn't really change all that much. Like, I know the level cap in SMT Nocturne is pretty crazy, but, you're not likely to get that high in the case of an average playthrough. Except I know that the no buffs and debuffs run actually had to rely on it for, yeah, to be able to survive the final boss. Hi there, I thought you were a chest. But apparently that was a preemptive attack, so yeah, I'm fine here. And there we go! Zin learned true Patrick Sights yelling. I'm gonna have to... I really want to change my party, but if I do that, I'm going to have to reset a lot of progress because we haven't found a warp yet. I guess I can do that after the next... No, just before the next boss fight, because there's going to be another, almost said terminal. I keep thinking in SMT terms. No, there's going to be another, another healing point. It kind of feels like this room should be a dark room, but it's not. I just keep trying to think about how I would describe why I like this song so much. It almost sounds vaguely Mega Man-ish to me. Mirage Gem. Warning, chest must be filled past this line in order to operate properly. Oh no, it's about to explode, run! Like, it sounds very video gamey is the thing, and some people might not like that, but I personally, like, the only genre of music that I actually like is video game music, so I'm completely fine with having a very obviously video gamey sounding song, and it just, like, it just has this great kind of just hype energy to it, at the same time sounding mysterious as well. It's a really great song overall, but I still can't help but wonder about the name Illusory Blue Flowers. Because if you played later Trails games, you'll know that that actually is referring to something that is not in this game. Now with all this Seepith, I should really get some more of the better quartz. Yeah, I only have one of those right now. Not enough for that. Definitely could use another ruby gem though. And let's fully upgrade Kevin's Orbment. I just realized there is basically no downside to putting the shield quartz on Tita because she can't use arts in Orbal Gear mode. So, the party that I was wanting to use was... I don't think we've actually had Tita and Ren team up yet, as far as I remember. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, let's use the Tita and Ren combo here, along with Annalise. And I don't want to use the spring yet, because I think we're fine on CP going into this fight, honestly. So yeah, let's go Looking Glass second floor. I've set up Ren so she has Dark Matter EX, because that can be kind of helpful here. Not as helpful as it was in the first fight, though. And in terms of statuses you want to be immune to, apparently it thought that Kevin was Annalise for a second there. This fight, they do like to cancel your arts a lot, so you want your arts casters to be very fast. And if you don't feel cheap for using it, I would definitely recommend the Fool's Emblem here. I'm not using it because, again, I don't know, I just feels kind of cheap doing it. But let's go. Hello there, we can see your shoes. I was almost wondering if you guys weren't going to show up. We were just getting Tita and Ren ready. Kana! Heh, looks like you guys have gotten yourselves caught up in something messy. Ordinarily, this is where I'd pitch in and help out, but I don't think that's an option this time. Ugh, just like when we fought Grant. You might have been able to win against him, but don't think breaking through my formation is going to be a cakewalk. Come at me like your life depends on it. So we are facing off against Kana, the long-range member of the LaBeoul Bracers, and two Kana clones disguised as Jaegers. Reacting quickly to arts. Yeah, if you try and cast arts, they're going to attempt to cancel you. So, okay, I can whirlwind two of them in. Now, if I manage to hit them with Dark Matter EX, I'll be able to debuff their movement so they won't be able to use their annoying tactic of just running all over the place, because that's what they like to do. These girls don't stay put for very long, so let's summon the Orbal Gear, like basically zero reason to use Tita on foot anymore. And Ren can... yeah, they're gonna try and cancel her anyway. It's kind of unfortunate, but that's just what's gonna happen, so I guess she'll just clock up EX herself, just if by some miracle there... Nope, there we go, yeah, Shock Spider is an arts canceller, so... Also, Ren probably doesn't want to attract attention to herself, because... she has paper-thin defenses. Yeah, again, I'm gonna try this, but I doubt it's gonna work, because Kana's probably gonna also cancel. Okay, didn't cancel, that's good. Right, now Tita can, yeah, let's just bully this one. You are not even strength buffed yet. You, I believe, do not have Zodiac. Yeah, I guess Kevin's gonna have to do that later, or I can just use the strength buff. They're hitting kind of hard though, so I would probably appreciate a defense buff as well. Now you there. Yeah, see, at this point, I'd rather use Dark Matter EX to pull that one in closer. Again, Dark Matter EX is just such a useful thing. Just, like, this game may not be a turn-based strategy, but it is on a grid, and the ability to just change the positions of enemies is very useful in any grid-based system. So, this is just one of the best arts in the game, not just in terms of damage and in terms of its debuff, but just for the repositioning factor, too. Okay, yeah, again, we are actually hurting pretty badly. I'm gonna need to go ahead and let... Oh, no, I want Kevin to buff everyone, so... No, I'm gonna go ahead and use a tier all bomb. Grenade! Don't die, Ren, please. Nope, the grenade hit Tita, thankfully. That's not a sentence that you want to say, especially not when Agate is within earshot. They're already kinda getting there, though. Yeah, Zodiac goes after her. Which is unfortunate. I'm gonna have to heal Ren again. I don't think I have the tomato fondue recipe yet. I actually had fondue when I was in France once, because I just wanted to try it while I was there. Okay, I've just got to hope that this overwrites the defense. Like, again, I'm not really sure how buffs and debuffs intersect in the Sky games. It's a lot more convenient to tell that in the later Trails games, because not only do they actively show you the buff and debuff timer, they'll also, like, buffs and debuffs also kind of work the way they do in a lot of other RPGs, where they work kind of in stages and different... Oh yeah, also it's incredibly vital that you keep Tita healthy when she's in Orbital Gear mode, because if she gets knocked down to 0 HP, her Orbital Gear will explode and she'll be reduced to her on-foot form again, and she'll have to wait another turn summoning the gear. Oh hey, I guess arts cancelling is not really that effective when you can't even hit anyway. That was actually really lucky, but I just wanted to do this to debuff their arts defense. Okay, arts defense down. Annalise has sadly not really done a whole lot here. It's just... Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Once we start catching up to the Jinnu in terms of power, Annalise just really isn't nearly as good as she used to be. Yeah, I'll try and pull you guys a little bit up. Ah, the movement penalty got to you there. Nah, why? Let's just go for some smoke missile. Nope, smoke missiles isn't gonna hit. They should still be in range of this. But yeah, buffs and debuffs in later games work like, yeah, they work in sort of stages, and when you get debuffed, it takes away one stage of buffs if you have them. Or, actually, I could be wrong about that. I seem to remember them totally overriding each other. Yeah, it's kind of funny, like, even though I am playing Cold Steel recently... Let's see if I can Cyclone Napalm. Honestly, I want to get rid of the female Jaegers before Kana, because their arts cancelling is a bigger threat than anything she can do. But yeah, even though I've been playing Cold Steel lately, I've just kind of... See, like you reset buffs and debuffs so easily in that game that I kind of lose track of exactly how they interact. Also, I found that not a lot of enemies in Cold Steel 4 debuff you. But anyway, are you actually in... Yeah, finally, you're in range for smoke missiles. This is kind of revenge for all of the Photon judges. I guess I can just show as a proof of concept. Pretty sure they're immune to Petrify. Yes, they are. Not every boss minion is immune to Petrify, though. You'll want to remember that for the next dungeon. I like how the clone Jaegers just straight up explode rather than fall over like human enemies. A good area attack will do it here. So how about yet another Dark Matter EX? And let's just pull them closer to Tita for good measure. Or, you know, Tita will just use smoke missiles, finish off the other Jaeger, and Ren should have gone for Cyclone Napalm. Oh well. Okay, I was worried that you were going to shoot Annalise there, but it doesn't look like you had the movement to. I guess I can tier all Annalise. And charge. Okay, she's almost down, not quite. What can I cast quickly? Actually, surprisingly, not that much. Huh, can I actually finish this with one of Ren's crafts, of all things? I might be able to. Just barely, but I did. And all of that was with Tita severely underleveled. She only leveled up once. That's surprising. Ah, that's me, Beat. I was so confident in my battle formation, too. You had every right to. You put up a heck of a fight. That battle was no joke. You sure know how to give people a hard time with that rifle. I try. Anyway, you were able to beat me, so maybe you've actually got a shot at winning against the next guy. I'm sure you don't need me to spell out who that is. When it comes to mid-range tactics, there's no one stronger than him in all of the Burl, or in Sky SC's prologue. So make sure you give him your very best. Yep, we've beaten Gran and Kana, so our next opponent goes without saying. He's probably going to have backup too. Let's be smart about this and make sure we're nice and prepared before we keep going. And let's also make sure that we grab this keycard and use it to backtrack a little bit. Also, before we get the keycard, we have... I need to use my makeshift mirror again. Inspect the open glass coffin, then you shall obtain radiance. So, we passed this one already. And it's very conspicuous, and this one a lot of people find without even trying, and without seeing that message. Like, it's the only one of those, I think those are the pods that the Joshua robots were inside, but it's the only one of those that's open, so naturally you would think to check it. Also, yeah, but we only have the green card key, so we only have the original, Gen 1 Japanese Pokemon games, and not the Western ones. Green card key does work here, though, in the room after that container maze. And this is a training range for, as you can see by this, Gilbert's Enhanced Jaegers. Enhanced in giant air quotes. Confused 2. The chest secretly admires you, but it'll never admit its feelings. It is the legendary Sunde chest. Sun chest rare? I don't know. I think 3 of us leveled up there. Okay, we can open this with the green card key. And I think I know where this leads. Yes, this leads to this star door. Now, which one is this? Bring to me the girl who... Ah, yes, it is the one that I thought it was. So this is the other reason why I brought Ren here. So this, I'm not going to be opening this one just yet, but I will when I reach the end of this part, because I want to do this one now, and in fact, it's highly recommended that if you have, well, you know, you do have Ren, but yeah, it is highly, highly recommended that you do this one as soon as possible. Because you get a pretty good reward out of this one. It's not quite as good as, like, say, the Jinnu back then, or a few of the others, but... And yeah, here's the open coffin. It's pretty obvious, and this is also another reason why I saved a lot of my Orbment upgrading until now, because, yeah, you can quite easily upgrade your Orbments at this point. And also, that Star Door's a warp point now, which is good. Now, there is a trial that Ren has to take on solo in there, so you will need to be careful, because, like, unless you're good at soloing, which, I haven't really tried a solo run of this game. I feel like Sky the Third would be a good game for challenge runs, though. And unfortunately, I now have to backtrack to the first floor and get all of the green card key doors down there. Okay, level up for Tita again. She might have some new crafts that she can learn at this point, but I don't really care, because her Orbital Gear crafts never get any better, and they're all she really needs at this point. Okay, yeah, here we go. There is a green card key here. Yeah, I may as well fight you. And this leads to Gargan Armor. I rusted shut a long time ago. You must really be working out. Well, I have said my casters have had surprisingly good, strength lately. And yeah, this is that same pretty good armor, so let's give that to Ren, because she has that trial coming up soon. Tita catching up. Does she have over 2,000 strength now? Not quite. But she definitely does in Orbital Gear form. That is everything, so let's warp back to Star Door 10 in preparation for next time, which will be this very short Star Door, but one that also, yeah, it gives some both interesting info and also gives a very, very important gameplay benefits. See you all then.